Mindful Monday. And I gotta mute this. Hello, everyone. Welcome in today. Skirting in very, like clocked out of work and then sat down. So, hi, everybody. Soila, hello. Sherry R, hi, how are you? Mary King, hi, sweetheart. So, how is Wonder Twin? I love you. Oh, she's over here. I was not prepared. Wonder Twins. If you're wondering, Mama Swift has the same. We have Wonder Twin powers. We activate. Hello, everybody. Jamie Marie. Hello. Nana C. Hi. How are you guys? Nisi. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Welcome in. I am going to be solo today. Hello, Cindy and Chanson. Game on, man. Game on. For you, Cindy. Did it work? Oh, I forgot I'm not on my iPhone. I'm on the thing today. I don't get to do my pew-pews. Hi, Lorene. Jeanette. Hello. How are you? Welcome in, Lorene. Hello, doll. So Lexi had a midwife appointment today, and coming off the hill and driving in traffic, we're just going to give ourselves grace. We're going to give ourselves the ability to be flexible and to say, look, I'm sorry. People are going to be disappointed, but I need to go lay down. And she went to go lay down. So you just have me today. And today is pattern release day. So I told her it's all good. We got things to discuss it. We have the things. Introducing the fireside throw. Fireside friends throw. She's ready. She is rendering right now. That's why I'm not on the with my pew-pews and my all my fun things, is because I'm on the laptop with this icky camera. The camera is awful. But because this is rendering, it's going to drop it like it's hot. I had to do it over because I got in there and there was a mistake. And I explained how to just get through the mistake. It was all good. I knew exactly where I went wrong. My words matched, but my stitch didn't. So, but with encouragement from my Wonder Twin and my hubby, they were like, don't put out trash. You know there's a mistake. You better redo it. So instead of the pattern coming out this morning, it's going to come out tonight. So yeah, I made this today. I've been really busy. But yeah, well, I did a little bit of it yesterday, but most of it was today. So, and I didn't finish the row. I let you guys, you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. So I'm going to just finish this last little bit on my own. All by myself. Yeah, right. No mistakes. No, we don't put out trash. But okay, let me get this. See, because I pulled out almost a whole row because it attached to my muckluck, and I walked that way. I was like, put the stitch mark up. So, like I've been telling you guys, so we have the creamy color is twins in a stitch, double crochet twins in a stitch, and then the dark gray is the rice stitch, which is alternating front post, back post. So yeah, we are at 83%. And then we have to wait for YouTube to upload it. Let's see how long it takes. I stayed with you for 99% of it. Every stitch. Double crochet in the next, 2 double crochets in the next. I did. But then towards the end, when she got monstrous, I had to let it go. And I just had to, I believe in you guys. I believe in you. All right. So, yeah, so we're going to do, hi, Bobby, welcome in. Don Turpin, welcome. There's my Sharon. Tippet. How are you, doll? Spoonie, Stitches in the house. That is Shannon. Hello, sweetheart. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, there's mistakes. And then you can't put a tutorial out with a mistake, right? I will fudge it all day long if it's for the house. But the tutorial, no, she was right. She was right. I needed to redo it. And in doing so, I changed my yarn because at first I was using Mandala Ombre in the dark gray one. I don't even know what it's called. The hopscotch one, or I don't even know what it's called. Oh, it's way over there. So I have better yarn choice. And then I also got these out. So I put the little numbers in the corner of the row that we were on. So there's a time and a place for fudging. There is a time and a place. No, there's no time and no place for Mama Swift, but that's her house. My house, I allow myself to have some originality. There we go. I'll go with what Lorene said. Uniqueness. Did I see my Sandy? Rah, 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 rah. Hi, Sandra. Hi, baby. Yeah. The tutorial needs to be pretty precise because people get really, really mad if they don't. And this pattern, I purposely, it's finished rendering. With this pattern, I purposefully, like, we're not working in stitches. We're working in between stitches. Then down here, you're working around the post. And I mean, only the setup rows, I believe, when you're setting up your rows is the only time we're going into the top of, like, the traditional top of the stitch. So I wanted to show a way of, this entire blanket is double crochets. Entire blanket is double crochets, but they're double crochets in alternate locations. Did you see what I'm cooking there? Did you see? Put that on a cracker. That's my, yeah. Did you? I needed you guys today. My honey's not feeling so well, and keeping an eye on him. He's having some vertigo hitting him, and he's got like this little pop in his neck, and he's got vertigo really bad. So I'm watching him. Lexi's resting. Hi, Dreenie. Lexi's resting. So I just figured, since today's pattern release day, that, we're going to talk about anxiety. So Mindful Monday, I'm going to just take the lead on this one. Hello. Hi, baby. And I'm going to talk a little bit about anxiety because it is pattern release day. And I found myself having little baby panic attacks, like little, when I'm trying to create this. And when I was recording at the end, when I do the border rows, these last 3 rows, I just sped it up and put a little music, because it's nothing's different, but we're just doing those last 3 rows. So I just did a little bit of that at the end. And then I was like, but you went and you did like all the stitches in the other one, and then you're going to zoom through at the end. And I was like, you know what? But I had to, or this thing was going to be like 3 hours long. So anxiety. So I sat, I put my feet down, and I just did some deep breaths, and I stopped self-loathing myself, stopped the negative talk. We all do it, right? Don P, hey, baby. We all do it, we are our worst enemies. We are harder on us than we are on the people we least like. You know what I'm saying? I don't say I hate people. I don't dislike people. I don't get along. The people that I don't get along with. How about that? But, when it's time to release patterns, the whole time I'm like, I don't know what it is about. I think it's with the tutorials. It's all like lighting and is the sound. And because when I do my tutorials, I really try to have quiet time. Because you don't want Jax, what I got, being my normal in your face, as my son says, tutorials are ASMR Jax. And so I try to use my indoor voices and my calm voices. And what were we calling it? Quiet time with Jax. So, I try to do that a little bit with my tutorial. I got to pull you guys forward a little bit. I try to do that with the tutorials and keep my voice calm and, not just ta-da up in your face like I normally am. Because we got to be silly, but like my Wonder Twin tells me there's a time and a place. But yeah, I get a tremendous amount of anxiety. And what do? I found myself saying things like, just wait, as soon as you drop this, within 10 minutes, someone's going to give it a thumbs down or have something to say. And I said, stop it. So what if they do? Because there's always that person that never listens to what their grandma said, and they got to say something mean. They got to say something that has no thought. It's thoughtless, right? So, I geared myself up for that. And I keep telling myself, for every one thumbs down, I have 100 thumbs up. Who gives 2 stitches about that one thumbs down, right? Hi, Laura. And embrace all of the 100 thumbs up, right? Because it's funny how, I'm sitting here, I'm like, so I'm looking at the content, and there's certain content that I keep getting this 1 thumbs down. And I was like, Stitch, if we was out front, we'd be rolling around in the grass because it's rude. But even still, it makes all this anxiety. And I was like, and then I was looking, I was like, but there's 265 thumbs up. Why is it that we fixate on that 1 thumbs down? Okay. Let it go. You let it go. You can't just say that, because it takes more than someone just saying, let it go, or as you do your thing with the, people that are sniveling. But you tell me how do I just let it go? I'll wait. No, for real. It is always a just let it go. But sometimes we don't have the ability nor the energy to do so, right? Just like I was saying the other day, that when you're done, you'll be done. There's none of this, oh, let's do one more chance. Oh, I forgive you. Oh, third time is, shame on you. Third time, shame on whatever the saying is, right? But when you're done, you're done. Why can't we do that in other places of our life, right? It's all the self-talk. So as I'm sitting here and I can hear Trisha going, have I taught you nothing? Trying to put out a tutorial that had a mistake in it. My husband, same thing. What? That's not you. Yeah, no frog zone Freddy, right? But there's a time and a place, not on a tutorial, right? So I listened and I told myself, you are going to feel so much better that you went back and did it right. And I told myself, you're going to feel better when you go and do it right. And so I woke up, my eyes flew open at 3:00 this morning. And I could not, actually it was about 2:30. And I tried to go back to sleep, could not go back to sleep. I was like, I got to get up and redo that tutorial. People are waiting. We got Boggy Styles jumping off. And I wasn't first. I wanted to be first. But so I went back and I did it over. And I was kind to myself. And I caught myself saying, why am I doing tutorials? Why? And it rang in my ear, something that my editor-in-chief, that's Laura Twisting Stitches. Laura said to me, you have a knack with it. Why not? Right? And there's Trisha, proud of me. Yeah, I want to be proud of myself though. Like I don't feel proud of myself, and hence all the anxiety, right? So that's where I'm like, stop, look, listen. Okay, that's our thing. Stop, look, listen. That's just like when we're going to cross the street, right? Hi, Isabel. Sanita, my pimp. Hi. And there's my Denise. You guys skirting in. I know I missed some people. Hi, babies. So, it's just like stop, look, listen. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to look and I'm going to listen. How did I just talk to myself? Like, Lorene, I'm sorry. I had to girl, listen how you just spoke on yourself right there. That wasn't very nice. And so sometimes it takes someone else to say, hey, don't talk about my friend like that. And I'm like, I really shouldn't, right? I really shouldn't, right? Right. Right? I have to remind myself all the time. Would someone be proud of the way you're talking about yourself? Would your children want to hear you talking about yourself like that? Would you want to hear your children talking about themselves like that? No, right? So we have to, all the way down to the beginning, feet on the ground, slow down. Take a deep breath. It takes 10 seconds to take 2 breaths. And now, look at this beautiful tutorial I'm about to put out. And I'm excited instead of panicking, right? I was panicking. And that's why I was like, at first when Lexi, I could see, as soon as my child came up on the screen, I was like, girl, you need to go lie down. And I could tell she didn't want to you guys should see this new piece she just finished. It's beautiful, and it's got a little lotus flower. She's been posting little sneak peeks on Instagram. If you guys go find her on Insta, I believe we said the same thing. It's at Lexi the Lou. And be mindful, there are some pictures on there of her in a photo shoot. I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all be nice. She had glitter, and that's it. Hugging trees. Y'all be nice. It was a beautiful thing, but somebody always got something to say. So, but no, if you go over there and check out her portfolio, you can see some of the stuff. But she just posted the one with the lotus, and it's gorgeous. And I could tell she was really disappointed that she wasn't going to be here with you guys. So she wasn't here last week because of her birthday and a loved one's surgery. We'll talk about the makes in just a second. This is Macaw, and this is a nursing swan show. I'll talk about it in a second though. But so, and I could just see in her face how disappointed. She didn't want anyone to be disappointed in her. And I said, I think that our village would be more disappointed in you not taking care of yourself and taking your own words and saying, we have the flexibility. Even if I didn't have anything to talk about, I would have come on for a minute and then cut it short. But to allow herself the moment to just say, you know what, I really do need to go lie down. And so she did. And I could just see, and then she had a smile on her face. And she showed me the piece. And so we have to sometimes reassure ourselves that the world will be okay without us for a moment if we just need to sit down, right? And we'll make it up on the flip side, right? So let me come over to the chat. Right? Words are power. Lola, they are seeds. Like I say, they're like Lexi and I both, we were very, Amy Tierney, hi baby. We were both very, okay, someone's sick, someone's this, and this remedy would help them. This would help you. This would help you. But they choose not to do it, and then taking that personally. And we circled around, and in a study that I did with Lexi, she got me a kind of a seminar for Ayurveda. And we were discussing in that about that exact situation, where, sorry, I got distracted by the chat. Poo-poo-doo-doo. Okay, stop looking at the chat because I got distracted. I got distracted. But and anyway, allowing ourselves the flexibility, and I lost my train. That was a good one too. See, I hate that. I squirrel. So, and I notice as I'm getting older, yeah, it's cliche. It wouldn't be a cliche if it wasn't a thing. Dang it. Yeah. Oh, the bowl. So we have the bowls, and we would take it personal. Like when Lexi was really into the herbs, learning all of what herbs were really good for us, she was like, Daddy, it would really help you in the morning if you drank warm water with just a little bit of lemon and honey. And if you can tolerate it, a little slice of raw ginger. And I'm not drinking that. I'm not drinking that. I'm not drinking that. For years, he wouldn't do it. And she really felt, and me as well, because I was trying to get him to do it as well. And she felt personally, and I felt, I'm going to stop talking about Lex. I'll talk about myself because I felt the same way. I felt personally slighted that this loved one didn't take my words. And I felt like they just got thrown in the garbage. But no. So what I learned was you have this bowl and you fill it up. I'm filling it. I'm filling it with things, whatever the things are, words of wisdom, recipes, herbs, whatever it is, affirmations, Bible verses, whatever your knowledge is that you're trying to share, you put that in a bowl. But then that bowl is then you're going to set that down and you're going to let it go and you're going to walk away. Right then, the energy that you placed in that bowl is forever in that bowl. And that's where it stops with you because your intention was to leave this bowl of yumminess behind. And then when the person is ready, when they're ready to receive what's in that bowl, they are going to pick it up and they are going to nourish themselves from it. Right? And then boom, there's all that energy. They received the energy. It could be 5 years later. 5 years later, he has finally picked up that bowl and he is nourishing himself from it, right? But you have to, it's your intention. And in that, you can release the anxiety of it and the feeling like, well, I told you if you drank this, it would make you feel better. Why would you not want to feel better? That's where it has to end. You put that suggestion out, and that's where it ends for you. Whether or not they take that suggestion or not, that's where your power ends. And you take nothing from that after it. Yes, you have a sense of, when they do, but if they never do, it's not siphoning off your energy, right? So you give someone a gift and they're like, oh, thanks. And you're like, wow, I expected, oh my gosh, what? Wow. Oh my God. It's like, but you can't expect that, right? We can't expect that. Because if you expect it, you're going to get let down every time. So once the gift leaves your hands, that bowl is over here for them to receive it how they're going to receive it. And I have been that person that, wow, that's the response I'm going to get when, okay. Okay. And it's sometimes we'll get our feelings hurt. But then coming down the road, you find out that person doesn't do emotions well. They don't do crying in public. They don't do the touchy-feely stuff. And so I'll say for my own, I took it as I got slighted. Whereas that person then got off of wherever they were with their gift and was sobbing like a baby. Couldn't believe that they had received this gift. But again, as soon as that gift left my hands, it's done. My energy transfer is over, right? What did my Nana say? The pig has picked up a full trash can and dumped it over its head. Yeah, dump the garbage right over my head, because I'll take we take it all so personally, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's like you want them to be as excited as you are, but the truth of the matter is 90% of the time they're not gonna be, right? Especially with our slow fashion, because most people don't understand that that blanket I just gave you took me 4 months to make and hundreds of dollars. But they're like, "Oh, it's pink. Oh, thank you. I thought you liked pink," type of thing. But, it's like, how do you know? You never. And oh yeah, I actually found one of my beanies in a thrift store for $1. I was like, I would have just given it to you. But yeah, to find that's crazy. Yeah. There was a content creator, I watched her, and she went into a thrift store and she was like, "That's my blanket in the thrift store for $2." And she's like, it was like a blanket she gave her sister or something. But again, you can't we have to let the energy go as soon as it leaves our hand, right? Because if you do, it's a constant suck on your energy. It's like this beautiful thing that you've done for someone, and as soon as it's done, it's done. Stop and then just hold it here, right? Denise E. My mother was the same way. She's very, oh, thank you. Because she doesn't deal with that exchange of energy very well. I mean, we see content creators all the time coming on saying things like, "Oh, you don't have to get me gifts. Please don't send me happy mail. Don't do this." Because it makes some people feel very uncomfortable. And that could stem from the obligatory, like the being obliged, that I'm gonna get real down to it. A lot of the gifts that are sent to content creators, we're gonna talk since we're on YouTube right now, are not real gifts. They're people wanting publicity, or people wanting the accolades, or people wanting to see their reaction when you open the gift. And then if you don't react a certain way, people lose their minds, right? Hi, Joyce McCormick. Hi, Pebbles. Pico. So it's Maria K. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, and gifts, period. Gifts, period. Some people, again, I'm just going to go back to when I first started my channel. We're going on 4.5 years now. So 4 years ago, I received a package from someone, and I won't disclaim names because she's nasty, and she will be very ugly if I was to ever drop her name. And I received the gift, and it was unsolicited. Didn't even really know who she was, and when I didn't open it, because at the time I didn't do Happy Mail. I didn't do unboxings. I didn't like, it's more the unboxings I didn't do. If someone sent me a Happy Mail, I usually I would show that. But for a while there, I wasn't, because, like I said, I got this gift. And when I didn't show it, I got this. I mean, when printed, it was 3 pages long of what a piece of garbage I was, and how dare I not show her gift, and that I should be plugging her, and I better link her channel below, and that if I can look at myself in the mirror and receive such a beautiful gift. The entire box was full of wool. I'm allergic to wool. I was like, return to sender. I shut the box, sealed it back up, and told my mailman, I reject this. Can I return to sender? And he was like, absolutely. And I was just like, I couldn't believe the way this person behaved. And I was like, so, and in conclusion with her, I was like, so was this a gift? Or were you wanting to be a part of my channel growth? And I never heard from her again. But it wasn't a real gift, right? So as content creators, we get where you, like, someone hears that, you know, I really wanted to try a new apparatus for filming. And so what comes in the mail from my girl is one of these. So a thoughtful gift. She watches my content and sent me a gift. And in the thing said, this is for you, right? I get gifts all the time that they're like, please don't share it. Please don't put it on your channel. This is for you. So, you know, yeah, is it people in the public eye? It's really difficult because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. Hence, here comes the anxiety again of that fear of being canceled or having these really mean girls. I say they're not Karens. They've upgraded to Jennifers. Sorry if you're a Jennifer. I just was playing around. It's just playful. I could say anything. I could even say Jessica, whatever. They're upgraded, you know, and they can ruin a channel with the ugliness, you know. And I just don't want to be a part of all that. So for the longest time, I had no way for people to send me things. And then I had some really beautiful sisters say, please, we want to send you treats and we want it to be a surprise. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And then with the Etsy store, you have to have a P.O. box. You can't be using a physical address. There's too many creeper creeps out there, right? The creeper creeps. I wish a fool would. Okay. Noise alert. I wish someone would. I really wish they would. So noise alert. I wish you would. Right? No, but people are crazy. Trisha, she ain't sweet, she's spicy. You aren't mean. You can just stop that. You're a masshole. There's a difference. She's not mean. Don't let her get you all twisted. She's not mean. She is real. She tells the truth. There's a difference. You are not a mean girl. You better just knock that off because I know where you live. In the bowl. Edwina in the bowl. But actually, Olga's in the bowl. Are you guys doing the Olga Poltava? Let's talk about, shall we, what you whipping on? We could go to what you whipping on now. But yeah, I'll get off that soapbox. But anxiety, yeah. Let it go. Because it's not worth nothing. It ain't worth a plug nickel. Because if I needed a nickel to crap, I'd have to throw up. And no, we're not playing that. And she speaks the truth. That's not being mean. That's not being mean. You just don't like to be called sweet. No, Sharon. No. Okay, stop. Let's stop right now. Okay, let's stop that right now. I'm going to get on the edge of my chair And I want everyone right now, I want you to put in my chat right now one word about yourself that is positive. Just one word. Just one word right now. I'll wait. Sharon, I want one word right now about yourself that is positive. Just one word. That could be easy as something as easy as kind, loving, funny. There we go. See? Sandra is one of the funniest people I know. I love her. There we go. See? Caring, a survivor. Pebbles. Loving. Yes. Creative. Jamie Marie. That's my crystal goddess. Yes, you are very empathetic. Those are good. Loyal. Lola, right? Caring. Giving my Sharon big hugs. Sharon, I want to see it right now. One word. Because if you don't, I'll give you 5. And mine today, it's going to be more than one word. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I'm not afraid. Because you guys are my light. You light it up. Light it up, right? Sharon is kind. She is caring. She was brave. Sharon, you were brave. You reached out to me. You were brave. And then that's all she wrote, right? We good. You know now, whenever you need just someone to, even if I don't know, let me jump on that. We'll find out together. Sunita, patient. That's a good one. She is talented too. Sharon, stop that. Just like I told Lorraine the other day. Look how you just talked about my sister. One of the most caring people that I have had the privilege of knowing recently. Didn't know me from June next door and sent me the most beautiful happy mail. That is, not everybody can do that, right? Hi, Diane Sharp. Hi, Maria K. Right? I want more words. Let's do it. You light up my life. Right? Fearless. I love that. Superman pose. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman pose. Right? I have a question. I know what's your question, Trisha? Okay, even more so. I'm going to tell you right now. Tears is energy that your body cannot handle. It must be released. That's why you have involuntary tears. That is energy you are holding inside your body that your body cannot handle. Let the tears go and do not shame yourself for it. I am the biggest crybaby. My eyes are tearing up right now. Okay, I see. I don't know. You got to tell me. I don't know. How much do you love me? This much? What book? You got to let those tears go, and you have to allow yourself to have them. I love to have a good sobby cry, like ugly baby cry. No, we don't ugly baby cry. We cute baby cry. With the lip and everything. With the lip. Right? You got to let, you know what? The other day, I had to really take my advice and just let it go, because I had no control over something in my immediate proximity that if I was in California, I would have been in jail. But I'm not in California anymore. And so I'm too far away. I had time to think. But there's times where we just, and we just need to scream. I went in the backyard, and I know my neighbors were probably like, what the hell? And I just warrior pose, stuck my chest up, put my chin, and I yelled at the top of just, sat as long and as hard as I could, and then I cried, and I let myself cry. And we have to release that sometimes. Right. You know what? I am a big crybaby too. The littlest things make me cry. You know what gets me every time? And I know when I just need something to open that floodgate so I can let my tears go and not have a reason, is like when the soldiers return. You know, like when a soldier returns and they surprise their family and the kids lose it. That one. Those ones get me every time. And then it's usually every Sunday morning, right before I go into D.A.W.N.S members on or the Zoom. I hurt my own throats right there. But I watch those soldiers coming home, and I cry, and I let the week's worth of frustrations go. So I am really, really, really glad that you're letting yourself cry. Yes, they are strength. Because again, tears is your body's way of getting rid of energy it cannot handle. It is an involuntary release of energy, just like vomiting, just like diarrhea. It is all your body's way of getting rid of energy it cannot handle. Allow yourself to cry. I've taught my children that since forever. The one time someone was like, suck it up and don't be a wuss. I was like, oh, I'll take my jewelry off. You better never tell one of my kids they can't cry. Boy, girl, man, child. Mama Swift, you have released enough energy that you should be good for a minute. And just like yesterday when it snuck up on you, and you let it go. You allowed yourself to let the tears fall before you wiped them away and dismissed it. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to learn her up. I'm going to learn her up. I know, right? With the amount of tears I let go last year, I thought I would never cry again. I cried this morning. Right? I was like, the jewelry. No. Who did Don P need a hug too? My Don P. She needs a hug too. Little wiggles from my Don P. I just did that for you. Yeah. So holy moly, that was almost an hour we've been sitting here. I didn't even realize. Okay, yes. I'm telling you, you never have to feel like you're alone. There's so many Zooms around here that the YouTube streets have so many Zooms and emails, and Sharon knows how to get me quick snap in a hurry. You messenger me, it blings me. If I'm not busy or I'm not asleep, I will respond. I lived a huge part of my life alone. If I have the ability to never have anyone in my circle ever feel alone, it won't happen. Why? Right? Sanita, hello, Sandoval. But okay, so now we were going to talk patterns. So this, you guys know, this is Macaw. I did the Macaw right before. It's like the last I was working on these little areas here, just adding some little back post or front post little situations. But this is 2 strands of this stuff. You guys know what this stuff is. It was this stuff. The Hirschner's cotton mill-ends. So I had one, it started with, this is a sparkly one. This is not sparkly. The first one, they both started with white, and they went from white to red, and the other one went from white to black. And I held them together and used an eye hook. And so that is the macaw. And she is ready for filming. So now that campfire, what did we say? Did I say campsite or campfire? Campfire Friends. The Campfire Friends is complete. The tutorial just rendered out. As soon as we get off here, I will upload it. So that should, I'm just going to let it drop. As soon as YouTube finishes doing what they're doing, it'll be up, you guys. There, unfortunately, is not a written pattern for this. I don't know. That's going to be up to Laura. I don't know if my Laura Twisting Stitches is here. But if she wants to, going forward, I had said written patterns will be paid for patterns on my Etsy. But this is the Boggy Style, or Boggy Style. I'm Boggy Style. This is the Boggy Creek Challenge, Designer Challenge, and they said it had to be free. So I don't know. I'll get with her, and we'll see if we can do a written real fast. I don't know. Maybe Trisha will write the written for me. I don't like writing. I like writing patterns less than I like the tutorials. I will do tutorials all day long if I didn't have to write a single pattern. I don't like them. You see, I knew she would. I'll send you the things. But really, really, I mean, it's such an easy pattern. I guess you could say it's a 8-row repeat. It's 4 rows of twins in a stitch and 4 rows of rice. I guess you would say that's an 8-row repeat. But there she is. She is here. Okay, well, Mama Swift, we'll do that. Mama Swift will do this one because we need to put her to work. But Laura, I'm almost ready, sweetheart. I think what we'll do is I'm going to film the tutorial and I'm going to send it to Laura. I'll let Laura, she's going to whip up the pattern real fast and then we'll launch it all together. I don't know. I'll get with you, sister. I can't be having you write all my patterns for free though, because this one might give you a run. Come on, take your money and run. She might be like, she might fire me. Okay, so let's see what. Oh, and then this is a swancho. You guys know the swanchos. So it was a 4-point poncho that I did, and this is what is it? The mandala roving, and I did. It's that what is it? The 2 double crochet overlay. It's like a mosaic, but it's 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. And I did that, of course, some nubblies up here. And then this little situation here is for a baby's head to pop up or to look when the baby's in there having the num-nums. This is the breastfeeding poncho. And so you can see it was a 4-point poncho. And then I sewed up one side and then made a little cuff. So there's a little cuff. That's for Lex. I actually had made this for Lexi for Isaac. And at first I was gonna put it on the Etsy store and just sell it. But then I couldn't. And now she's pregnant again. So now I hope she wants it. But if not, I totally understand. And I will make another one. But yeah, I love the mandala roving. This camera is not doing it justice. It's the browns. Can you, yeah, see the lighting is so bad over here right now. It's because all the outside lighting is done. But okay, so this is, yeah, nursing poncho. And then you can also, if you don't want it to be a nursing poncho, you can turn it around. The holes in the back, of course, like my hair would cover it. And it could be just a regular poncho. Well, it's not really a poncho. It is a swancho. It's a sweater. See, this is all open, and I sewed it all together. So, yep, just an easy 4-point poncho. Poncho is nothing elaborate, nothing crazy. But yeah, so there's that one. You know, J Hook Reggie put one out, and it's kind of where I got the idea. I mean, I didn't even look at her pattern, but that was one of the ones. That was one of the ones I didn't have a child at the time to be able to, because Reggie's, you can see the little baby's head sticking out. It's so cute. Hello, Sierra Stitching Sanctuary. Sanctuary. Thrifty crocheter. Love it a lot. So what else? I think that's it. Okay, so real quick, let's sum up. I just want to cut this off at about an hour. I do need to go eat. It's almost 8 o'clock here and I haven't eaten supper yet. So we have 2 make-alongs going on right now. We have the Boggy Style Mal 2024 that is wrapping. You've got 4 days. So by Friday, I need pictures by Friday. So on Saturday, it's done. So that is the Boggy Style Mal, which my project that I made was the Beautiful Things throw. And so I told everybody, it doesn't matter what blanket you're making. It doesn't have to be mine, just that you're going to send it to Boggy, to either Nancy or to Juan. Juan, the Yarn Addict, is now a shipping spot. And so it can be any finished blanket. Like Denise is killing it. She's just going to take the whole kit and caboodle. How many are you at now, Denise? I think I've received at least 11 or 12. Yes, you can enter 21 times. And then you have the opportunity of winning $40 to ship. So that's what the next thing caveat is when you send me your photos on Saturday the 17th, I'm going to put it all and we're going to spin and someone's going to receive $40 shipping blessing. Only 4? Nuh-uh. 4, one right after the other. Was it only 4? I thought it was way more than that. Okay. So yeah, send me a picture of your finished object that you are sending to Boggy Creek. You could have already sent it, Sanita. It's fine. It's fine. Because there's several of my girls they sent me pictures and already mailed them. But it's fine. I'm just really doing this to help people that may not be able to ship themselves. Okay, now the second make-along is our Olga Poltava make-along. What I have said is if you go over to Olga's Ravelry store or her Etsy store and you purchase one of her patterns and you make a Boggy Blanket, send me a picture of your finished object with proof of purchase, like the printed pattern next to it, or you can send me your little, just a screenshot of your little receipt that you purchased it. It doesn't have, you could have purchased this 3 years ago. But I really want it to be something that you're doing right now. We're trying to just help Olga out a little bit, but I can't, I said my words were, you purchased the pattern. I did have someone submit one that they bought last year, but hey, I didn't specify at the beginning. So Misha Bella, hi baby. So Olga Poltava pattern, make a Boggy Blanket. So that's 35 by 40 inches wide or 40 by 40 by 50 inches long. So you can do a 40 by 40 square. You can do a 40 by 50 rectangle, 35 by 50 rectangle, whatever. But finished objects pictures will be due to me by September 7th. Okay. So, and then there'll be a second opportunity to win a $40 shipping blessing. I may even do more just because we'll see how we're feeling. But we have places to be. We have things to do. I know y'all are busy. Double dip, baby, because a little birdie told me that Luck of the Draw might be coming back. That's 20 weeks. Luck of the Draw. If you guys don't know what Luck of the Draw is, I don't know what to tell you. It's a scrap project, and we do that. It's wonderful. It's going to be great. It's great. Gonna smack me. So yeah, we got Luck of the Draw hopefully coming back. I'm gonna get it after this, I know it. And then little cheap birdie told me Let's see, what else do we got popping off? Okay, so the deadline for Boggy Blankets is January 31st, because then I believe she hasn't set the date yet, but it's like the end of March or end of February, early March. I'm going to fly. Better start exercising now. I'm flying to Delaware, throwing wands, took us in a truck and we're mashing on it. Eastbound and down, laying it down and trucking. I know that was a wrong lyric. But y'all know what I mean. It had words in it. But yeah, so I'm going to go pick up one. We're going to throw all the blankets in the back of a big old truck. And then we are going to drive to Florida. We're going to go get Nancy and Lynanne and Lynette and then take the blankies to, I told him we're going to buy me a truck and a trailer. I don't know. We'll see how many he gets. I mean, that's what, August, September, October, November, December. That's 5 months to collect blankets. We're trying to go for 2025. I think I have 14. Yes, and if anybody is feeling generous and wants to help, I need somebody. I have 2 little fundraiser things. I'm a beggar. Where's Lala? I'm a beggar. Fill that truck. Yeah, I am. There is a Get Me to Florida. That's the only way I'm going to be able to go is if people help. We are about halfway to the plane ticket right now. And then the second thing is if anybody wants to help Bean, and that's Lexi, helping Lexi with just day-to-day things. Like the last go round of blessings, we were able to put the deposit down for the midwifery, for the midwife and the prenatal, the birth, and the postnatal care. And actually, she said we're up to 2,500. So 3,000. No, we have 3,000 now. So we put the 1,000 down, and so we're on our way. $7,000. That's what we need. So she is due December 23rd. So on that one, the sooner the better. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some things. And I know everybody's doing it right now, but it's not Jaxie stuff. So I have some yarn bags I'm going to put together. I have some UFOs, unidentified finished objects that just kind of got, the ends never got sewn in. I'll sew in the ends and see if anybody's interested, because it's really hard for me to just receive. I always feel like there has to be some kind of an exchange. And for me, I feel better like if instead of just giving me $100, I can give you a swancho. Like you can buy a swancho, or you can buy a blanket, or you can buy a scarf, or you can buy a prototype type of thing. You know, that right there is 2 full, those yarn, what are they, the yarn art? It's 2 of them. So, Sharon, honey, thank you, baby. I love you too, my friend. Very much. Like, very much. And I thank Juan for half of you guys, man. Without him, I mean, I'm so happy with the sisters and the brothers that are coming over. We've got our little village popping off right now. It's been really great. And then being able to go over and meet you guys in person. The Zooms over with Juan have been amazing. A lot of times I'm just in there with my camera off listening. You know, I let you guys show your stuff because I mean I have content. I show you my stuff there. But it's so wonderful to watch everyone interact. So it's been wonderful. Sanita and you know, and to like be meeting you guys. I'll turn my camera on more often, but Sunday mornings, I'm usually still in bed stitching, you know, and crocheting. You know, Vivian, I feel like, but you guys give it right back to me, you know? I mean, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be thriving if it wasn't for you. No, no, it's not. See, I had to finish this, Lola. I had to finish the Fireside Friends throw. And now this is ready. This was the final, like, how it's gonna go. So this is coming out today, and then this I will be filming, and then Laura Twisting Stitches, my twisted sister, is going to write the pattern for us. Well, she's already written the pattern. We just need to do some tweaks because I added and subtracted some things. So, oh yeah, if you're looking for anything for me, creationsbyjax.com. Like PayPal is across the top, all the links to my Etsy store and to the YouTube and the Instagram, and lots of pictures and free patterns. I have several free patterns, written patterns, recipes. Yeah, Sunita, right, Sunita? I lurk a lot too. Well, that's because I'm always like getting ready for his live after. No, I don't want to do GoFundMe because they take so much out. Yeah, so that's why I've been telling people, if you don't want to do super chats and stuff here, you can just go directly to the PayPal if you don't want them to take out any fees. And then just say what it was for, because like I said, I have several things going on right now. It's like fill that truck or get you to Florida, and then or Bean or Lexi. And then when that money comes in, I immediately just send it to her. They take 38% now of the super chats. But I know that super chats and the super stickers are fun. It's fun for everyone to see that. But I know what she wants. She wants, you want, Sharon, you're going to make me get up, huh? I got my house clothes on. Okay, here, this is for you, Sharon. What do you guys think about that one? I love the saxophone. Thank you, Sharon. I needed to wiggle too. I've been sitting too long. But yeah, what do you guys think of the new saxophones? Isn't that fun though? Make it rain in the chat. Okay, now right when that happened, I saw my Mishi. What happened to my Mishi? Mishi said something I didn't know. Can you do GoFundMe or do something like that? YouTube eats half. Okay, so I answered that question. Everybody really has been just 99% of the stuff is going through PayPal. Yeah, super chats, memberships. YouTube takes 35%. But it also helps the channel though. So they may take 35%, but when there's a lot of activity in your lives, it boosts that. See, I have agoraphobia. I hate that crap. But yay! Oh, did it arrive? You guys should see the one she did this week. Holy schnick nuggets. Her artistic, it's just like, wow, and it's coming out of her. I've been so proud of the pieces she's been making. Yeah, GoFundMe takes a huge chunk. But what it is my PayPal is, I only have Creations by Jax go through that. So at the end of the year, when I have to report that money, I do have to pay taxes on it because I have a business license. So it is income. So yes, I do have to claim it. You did show it. I have to go see. Oh, I'm so glad. I missed it. Yesterday was, yeah, it was a blur. I'm sorry, baby. I missed your live yesterday. I have to go back and watch. I was filming and yeah, starting over is what I was doing. I was starting over. Yeah. You know what? Talking of, Pebbles, Pico. If you are wheelchair bound, a really good friend of ours. Her name is the Crotchety Clogger. Her name is Mary Ann. She has chair dances, and you sync music, and she's a dance instructor. She's our clogger. But she teaches dance, and she's got a whole playlist of chair dances, and we do them with her. Because even when I'm just sitting here crocheting and I'm trying to move my feet, and I'm doing the little crunches, and then I'm doing my twisties and then this thing. So I try to get up and move as much as possible. So no, not if it's sent friends and family, but a lot of it wasn't. A lot of it was sent with the fees that came out, but that's okay. Again, it's okay. Oh, thank you, Soila. Yeah, Crotchety Clogger. Oh, my sweet girl. She's been returning. She's been returning to content as well recently. I love Zumba. You know who has a wonderful one, and it is to this day my favorite, if you want to say, workout thing, and it's called Body Groove. And her name is Misty Tripoli, and it is like guided dance. Everybody's doing everybody's doing tap, doing this, but then maybe somebody's doing this and someone's doing this. But you guys have to check. It's my favorite workout because it doesn't feel like you're working out. It's just guided dance, and the music is really good, and Misty is beautiful. And she has there's in every video, it's people of all sizes. Sometimes there's a lady sitting on a couch to the side, and she's doing all of the movements, same movements, but she's seated. And then there's another woman that her mobility is, she can stand, but her mobility is not there. And I remember watching one of her dancers when she started. I watched the what are they called? When the testimonials. And this woman, when she first started, she was like 380 pounds. And she started sitting on the couch, doing all the movements, just sitting down. And by the end of it, about, I'd say a year and a half later, the next round of videos came out. She had lost 100 pounds. So she just was eating clean, nothing processed, no refined sugar, and dancing every day. And it's only like 10 minutes. There, she has 10 minutes one, and then she has one that's like 30 minutes. But yeah, Body Groove, Misty Tripoli. Oh, it is life. Like if I could get in with her and be part of that, part of your world, I would totally be one of her dancers. Totally. Yeah, Zumba was my jam before I found Body Groove. Yeah. But yeah, Zumba, because I love that the Latin feel. All right, so we're here at 8 o'clock. In fact, the young boy child son is texting me, Mom, are you done? I got to go snatch him up. But you guys, I'm so glad that I ended up coming on. I feel so much better now. The anxiety, it's gone, and I'm calm. And I was glad I could be here for the little hugs and the things, and we could be here together. And now, I just got the little, but it's excitement now. See, it's excitement now. 2,200 hours. 22 is a magical number. Yes, it is. All right, babies. I love you guys. You know what to do because I insist. And what do I insist? I insist you make beautiful things. And I will see you guys Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. for Wellness Wednesday. And hopefully Lexi will be feeling better. If not, we'll just come on again. We got mouths to talk about. And yeah, she'll be back. All right. Okay. Oh, my Wonder Twin said bye first. I didn't even have to ask. One more minute, 2 wishes. Oh, we need to do what? 1 more minute? Because then it'll be 11:11, huh? It's only 8:11 here, but it's 11:11 for you. I will wait. There it is. There's your 1 minute. 1 more minute. Oh, Misha Bella, I love you, baby. Thank you. Should I dance it out? 11:11. That's a magical number. Yes, yes, it is. Yes, big hugs. Big hugs, everyone. And then here, let's do this one. We got to drop it how it gets hot one time just because Mishi was showing off. We had to have a little drop it like it's hot music. Thank you, Mishi, because I needed to do my second little video there. All right, I'm going now. Sprinkles, and all of the goodness. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, butterflies. Go, Nana. I've taught you all that I know. Bye-bye. So silly. Where is my thing? Everybody say bye. I don't want to go. Okay, bye. I'm really going. Toots. Patoots. I'm going. We out.